All right, ladies and gentlemen, so today we're going to take a look at Bobbie Gentry Fancy. So we did Reba McEntire, of course, she did Fancy, apparently she did a cover. So this is the original singer, original song. So yeah, we're going to look at it live here to see what is up. It's my first time actually taking a listen and a look at the original, well, live. So guys, let's hop right in.
I remember it all very well. Looking back, it was the summer I turned 18. We lived in a one-room run-down shack on the outskirts of New Orleans. We didn't have money for food or rent, to say the least. We were hard-pressed. Then Mama spent every last penny we had to buy me a dancing dress. Mama washed and combed and curled my hair, and she painted my eyes and lips. And then I stepped into my satin dancing dress. It was split on the side, cleaned up to my hips. It was red velvet trim and it fit me good. And staring back from the looking glass was a woman where a half-grown kid had stood. Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. Mama dabbed a little bit of perfume on my neck and she kissed my cheek.
Wow, guys, honestly, let me say this. I know Reba's version was I think of course even bigger than the original. But this one just has something about it. Oh my goodness. This it feels more gentle, I should say. Hoping a lot of people understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, it really has that kind of I don't know how to put it. And guys, I talk a lot, but I just don't know how to put it, but I really prefer hearing this one. Yeah, please, of course, maybe some people are gonna hate me. I love Reba's version, but this one's just something special. Let's go.
Mama dabbed a little bit of perfume on my neck and she kissed my cheek. And I saw the tears well up in her troubled eyes when she started to speak. She looked at a pitiful shack and then she looked at me and took a ragged breath. Your paws run off and I'm real sick and the baby's gonna starve to death. She handed me a heart-shaped locket that said, to thine own self be true. And I shivered as I watched a roach crawl across the toe of my high-heel shoe. It sounded like somebody else that was talking, asking, Mama, what do I do? And just be nice to the gentleman, fancy, and they'll be nice to you. Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. Lord, forgive me for what I do, but if you want out, well, it's up to you. Now get on now, girl, you better start moving uptown. Well, that was the last time I saw my mom, the night I left that rickety shack. Cause the welfare people came and took the baby, mom died and I ain't been back. But the wheels of fate had started to turn, and for me there was no way out. And it wasn't very long till I knew exactly what my mom had been talking about. I did what I had to do, but I made myself a solemn vow that I was gonna be a lady someday, though I didn't know when or how. I couldn't see spending the rest of my life with my head hung down in shame. I might have been born just plain white trash, but fancy was my name. Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. It wasn't long after.
I gotta say, guys, honestly, this one is real something special. Again, wow. And I know a lot of people may look at this as, shame on your brother for doing this, but when you're in this kind of position, when you're in the shoes, I should say, maybe that's not a good term to use, but when you're in the situation, you see things differently. I can understand why her mother did this, grew up poor and, mother was ill and, yeah, her only chance of, survival and, of course, a lot of people may say there are other ways of doing this. I agree with you, but then again, being in the position, it's different, and everyone's not the same. And yeah, she made something for herself, and wow, it's I can imagine singing this on stage, and wow. Anyway, guys, let's go.
benevolent man took me in off the street. And 1 week later I was pouring his tea in a 5-room hotel suite.
Yes, you were.
Charmed a king, a congressman, and an occasional aristocrat. And I got me a Georgia mansion in an elegant New York townhouse flat. And I ain't done that. Now in this world there's a lot of self-righteous hypocrites that would call me bad and criticize my mama for turning me out, no matter how little we had. And though I ain't had to worry about nothing but now 15 years, I can still hear the desperation in my poor mama's voice ringing in my ear. Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. Lord, forgive me for what I do, but if you want out, well, it's up to you. Now don't let me down, your mama's gonna have to move uptown. And I guess she did.
Wow, my goodness, this is really really something, you know. Of course, a lot of people, like she said at the end, you know, people may look at her as, you know, bad and all that. I understand. Like, for example, let's say, okay, this happened to a woman, right? And for fellas, it could be, you know, almost the same. Like, if a fella comes towards ladies, if a fella comes towards you and say, you know, she should have done something else. Tell him, put yourself in the shoes, and what would you have done, you know? But yeah, it's a very sad, you know, story. I still see it as sad, you know, having to live a life like this, and this is something that is going on a lot. It's not in just one or two women. That scenario is, you know, it's coming up a lot. Of course, it's there's a lot more to it with you know, the type of families, you know, can I say as well, single parenting, you know, all this, you know, kind of encourages stuff like this. Forgive me if I'm you know, going somewhere else, but that's how I see it. But wow, this the original version, and I took my pretty and forgiving time to you know, check it out after all this time. I apologize, you know, for taking so much time in checking out the original, but my goodness, that was truly an amazing performance. I love the way she danced that. I don't know, there's just something about the way she danced. Yeah, I like it. I know it's probably not something I should say after watching something like, or listen to something like this, but I gotta say, truly amazing. Ladies, let me know what you think about this, and fellas, if you want to say a couple things, of course, let us know. But ladies, since you know, don't have to spill it out, so let me know in the comments. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.